Blessed Sunday, my brothers and sisters, already at the fourth Sunday of Advent. And our scripture readings are especially appropriate because they remind us, as everything starts to get busy, very busy right now, these readings remind us about the power of the simplicities of Christmas. Those simple but powerful truths that are the real fuel of this entire Advent season. In our first reading from Micah, a sinful people ask, how many tons of sacrifices, how many gallons of holy oil are needed to appease a God who is angry over their sin? Micah the prophet gives a simple but demanding reply. The Lord only requires that we act justly, that we love mercy, and we walk humbly with our Creator. Instead of looking at all the restored glory of that temple building, Micah looks away from mighty Jerusalem. And instead, he prophesies about a small town of Bethlehem. His words remind us that the Lord is found in ordinary places also. Over a century ago, a man named Phillips Brooks was in Jerusalem for Christmas. And looking over the city, he realized that Christ is present not just in the huge liturgies. He's present where every Christians gather. And through this, he composed one of the most familiar carols we have. O little town of Bethlehem, in thy dark streets shine the everlasting light. Our homes, our families can be like Bethlehem. There is no place too small, no place too dark, no life too troubled where the Lord cannot come. That is a simple but profoundly powerful truth of Christmas. St. Paul speaks about the great sacrifice of Christ in our second reading, but not in terms of glorious temple rituals. He describes it in the life of Jesus, which was completely dedicated to God his Father. The way that Jesus lived, the way that he gave his life was the great gift to the Father. I have come to do your will. The greatest gift that we can give to the Lord and to others is the gift of ourselves. No Christmas present can ever substitute for that. So often we seem to cherish the simple presents. Those simple presents that express who a person is, more than the elaborate ones that try to give us what others think that we need. Our gospel reading gives us the account of, again, the visitation. Mary's great gift to her cousin during those very difficult days of pregnancy. What was her gift? She gave her time. She gave her patience. She gave her humility. She gave her support. There have been countless theological reflections on the significance of the visitation. But if we get right to the basics of it, we should never forget that it was also a very human visit of one relative to witness God's love to help another. This may be a year when a number of people maybe are considering simplifying their Christmas celebrations. Who knows? It may be personally and spiritually wholesome in some way to focus on the simple truths of Christmas. The first truth is that the Lord comes to any open heart. We don't have to indulge in a great deal of expenditure for that to happen. We only have to open the whole of our lives to Christ. And in this, we have the strength to try to illuminate the darkest streets of any other person's life. The second simple truth of Christmas is that the gift of ourselves remains the most magnificent that we can give to God. Just like Jesus to the Father, So our response to Christmas is our commitment of our life to the gospel. Because it's gospel fidelity that can effect enormous change in our life on levels that we least expect. And the third final truth of Christmas, simple, is that daily life is where divine grace and human beings most often intersect. It happens through daily life. That's where divine grace comes to us. The Lord's work and our most important gift take place most often, not in the moments of high drama, but in the ordinary transactions of human contact and human care. These simple but profound truths can stir up the real graces of this season. They are the anchors of a hope of a changed life for the rest of the year and the rest of our lives. So how will we allow the light of preparation and readiness of the Advent wreath that is now fully lit to witness these simple but profound truths, to truly not just celebrate Christmas, but to be Christmas for others? May God bless you on this Sunday.